Now, there's one thing that I want to talk to you about or show you that we still have an issue in our application by making use of this security work. And primarily when we go through and do a checkout. Let's go ahead and add a couple of items to our shopping cart. And so right now I have a couple of items. I'll do a checkout. We'll go ahead and fill out our customer information here. And now we can go ahead and purchase or check out, and notice we'll get a failure. So the error message says failure response for /API/checkout/purchase 403. It says okay, but that's not okay. Let's find out exactly what's going on here. So I can go into my developer console here. All right, so it says fail to load resource status 403. Okay. Swing back over to my application. And take a look at my security configuration. So that's there. And also, let's take a look at our controller for the purchase or for the checkout. So our checkout controller here, /API/checkout, post mapping, post mapping, purchase, okay, got it. All right, so this fails because we're sending the checkout request with HTTP post. By default, CSRF is enabled. Remember, CSRF is for the cross-site request forgery. So basically, this is protection for your given application. And the way CSRF works is that it performs checks on HTTP requests that can modify the data. So like a post, a put, or another feature there. So in this case, we're sending over a post. And they perform this check by making use of cookies. In our scenario here, we're not using cookies for session tracking. So then the CSRF protection says the request is unauthorized. We can resolve this by disabling CSRF in our application. This technique is commonly used for REST APIs because they're stateless, we're not making use of session cookies, and so forth. So this is totally okay for this scenario. Let's go ahead and move into our security code here, and we're going to disable CSRF since we're not using cookies for session tracking. Okay, so the coding is in place for this. Let's go ahead and save this and run our application again. Now we can swing back to our app and we can kind of just pick up where we left off because we have all the data set up here for the form, and hit purchase and success. So the order's been received and they gave us an order tracking number. So this was awesome. So we were able to resolve that issue by disabling CSRF primarily here for this scenario since we're not using session cookies for tracking. And all of our order stuff works, and we can see that new order that just went in. We know it's actually saving that order on the back end and processing it successfully. All right, so this is some really good work, and I like to say, good job, my friend.